Good morning, everyone. Dana here with the Dollar Club, and we are so excited to be at Glendale High School. As you guys know, our heart and focus to this point with Dollar Club has been right here in our own church community, and we have loved being able to bless so many families that call hope their home. But we also are so excited at the Dollar Club to be able to reach a little farther out into our community, and so that's what brings us here today. I'm so excited for you all to get to know Greg and the effort that he is doing on behalf of at-risk students here on this campus. Hi, Greg.
Hello.
Wonderful to be here with you today.
Thanks for being here.
Yes, absolutely. So tell me a little bit about what you do here at Glendale High School.
My title is the intervention coordinator for Glendale High School, and I'm also the principal for the freshman academy. I work with technically the at-risk population of our building, and then at the same time now I work with the freshman team of teachers and all of the freshman discipline, and so
all the fun stuff.
Yeah, just a whole
all the discipline stuff.
Exactly.
So on this intervention coordinator side, tell me a little bit about what that looks like, maybe on a daily basis. Kind of what are the practical things that you would do in that role here for the school?
Well, as the intervention coordinator, I like to touch base with any students that are struggling. I have just a number of things that could come across my desk in a week's time. Kids struggling with things at home. The support structure is broken a lot of times in those situations. Somebody needs to help fill that void.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of connecting to resources, whether that be on campus or out in the community, and try to help kind of fill some of those gaps for them?
We do, yeah. Largely they'll come to me, and if kids are in need of clothing or food, and it's not just clothing or food. I mean, we might have a student that knows that their electricity is going to get shut off at the end of the day, and I reach out to the parents, and or whatever the guardian situation is, and we try to put them in contact with OCAC or just whatever avenue we possibly can, and so we do a lot of searching to try to figure out what's the best fit for them, and every situation is very different.
Get them through that crisis moment,
right?
Yeah,
exactly. And try to take as much of it off of the shoulders of the student that we possibly can, because it seems like they're the ones that end up getting stuck with a huge amount of the burden.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier something about food pantry and clothing closet. Tell me a little bit about that. I think it has a special name.
It does.
Tell me about that.
It's called the Branch.
The Branch, okay.
And we have something here at Glendale called the Flock that has grown out, and it has grown in the last 6 or 7 years. And so we have students that are a part of the Branch. Group, club, whatever you want to call it, and they are responsible for taking care of the clothing closet and the food pantry.
Something that I learned just recently about some of the elementary schools is they've got those great backpack programs, right? And I was surprised to find out that our high school campuses typically don't provide the backpack programs to help get some of our food insecure families and kids through the weekend, for example. So I can imagine something like having a food pantry on campus is a real game changer for some of those cases.
It is, and it's. I'm glad that you said something about that, because the more product that we have and the more ability financially that we can go buy some things that kids really need, we can help those kids that maybe aren't wanting to come ask for something.
Yeah. I think you mentioned earlier when we were chatting that there was a student that actually approached you today. Is that right?
Did. Yeah, while I was waiting for you guys.
Oh my gosh.
And she was asking about being able to get some food, and I told her that from what I gathered, I was going to kind of get a surprise this afternoon, and I said come down tomorrow morning and there will be some stuff to choose from and available, more so than tonight. And so
this is, I would imagine, probably a daily, weekly, consistent need for your families.
It's definitely a daily need. Sometimes we'll even have parents contact the school, and I'll have them park over here and they'll come in with their kids, sometimes even smaller children, and just in a rough spot.
Well, at our church Hope, we
Yeah.
have something called the Dollar Club.
Okay.
And we ask our families, our individuals and our families, to give $1 above what they normally give on a monthly basis or weekly basis. And so what we have done is we have taken this month's Dollar Club and we have taken some of the things that we know are a need for you, some practical needs, some hygiene item products, and some clothing and some food. And we have taken that offering and been able to stock your pantries. All right, you.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to your new pantry.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Well, we knew that you had some real practical needs on the hygiene side, and
Yes.
did you talk a little bit, I think, about needing some athletic shorts, and so hopefully you'll find a good array of sizes, and shoes I know are always a real need when it comes to
Absolutely.
high school students, and hopefully this will help get some of your kiddos through for a little while.
No, it absolutely will. There's probably going to be kids that we didn't know that could utilize this kind of stuff that will take advantage of it.
Tell them to come on.
I will. It's amazing.
That's awesome. Hey, we have one more sort of part B surprise to the day today, and this is a check from the church to the high school here, specifically for your work that you do with the branch.
Oh, wow.
$500.
Oh my gosh.
To be able to help buffer your fund, and so that way, hopefully, when you do have those special needs, that maybe this needs to be replenished in the next couple of months, or if you've got a real special need that a student or family has, we want you to be able to say yes.
'Cause I wasn't expecting a monetary gift and all of this. It's just amazing. It's not something that you have to do, but it's something that I think everybody should do sometime in their life.
That's
Try to
exactly
help.
right.
Try to help somebody else.
That's
you know,
exactly right.
and
Yeah.
it's very kind of you guys.
For us, it's the love of Jesus in action, and that's what we're all about. So
That's
it's
awesome.
been wonderful to be able to do that today.
Cool.